Bucci Bear is on the attack. Bucci Bear done disrespected everybody at No Jumper in one fatal swoop at the beginning of his live. I'm like, damn. What's up with that? Bucci, I thought you wanted to be part of No Jumper. Now you're trying to destroy him? This is what Kiwi Head was afraid of. Do 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 do. What's the righteous word? It's your boy Gangland Neem, aka Neiman, IB for the E. Man, golly, I don't know, y'all. Remember that. And we back with another video. New video. Shout out to all my good subs. Greatly appreciate y'all support. Hey, shout out to a homie who was in the I think his name is Megatron or something. Shout out to the homie Megatron who was in my comments on the videos I dropped yesterday. He dropped like an essay. I read the whole essay and it was real. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that because I do go through comments, not because of hate or nothing, just because I like to see people laughing. The majority of my content, people, they always laughing. Neem, you're hilarious, bro. You the best. So I just be liking to see that stuff. I like to see people enjoying the content and what I bring to the content. But I want to shout out Megatron because he says some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I won't get into any of that. But what I'll just say is duly noted, gang. You know what I'm saying? Duly noted. And niggas don't gotta worry about none of that stuff, bro. Again, like I tell y'all all the time, I'm here to do content. I just wanna make people laugh, make people smile. People be telling me, bro, I be making their day. You know what I'm saying? Met a brother at Target the other day, and he was just like, I thought he was just a friendly dude or whatever. He gave me a handshake like he was one of my partners, and then tapped me on my shoulder and. I was like, bro, I think you think I'm somebody else. He was like, nah, bro, I watch your stuff every day, bro. And he just was telling me, you know, some of the stuff that homie was telling me in the comments, like, bro, just the way you carry stuff, like you're a respectable man and we need more of that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get on these side quests. It's not even really side quests. It's just like, you know, you can only take so much bunk. You feel me? Before it just like take a toll, you know what I'm saying? But again, shout out to my supporters because I appreciate y'all being here for what I do and nothing other than that. You feel me? Me just being me and that kind of stuff. So I just want to say that off the back. You feel me? Now, if this is your first time to the channel, like and subscribe off the back. Off the back, don't troll me. If this is your first time to the channel, shame on you. Shame on you. But what we about to do is we about to get into a little bit of this Bucci Bear live where he's destroying No Jumper. Golly. We're gonna react to a bit of this and we're gonna go up with this on the live too. I got a few things that I want to run during the live, you know what I'm saying? But this would definitely be a vocal point of the live because he made his whole live about this, hour and 34 minutes. So I'm just like, oh yeah, it's probably some good stuff in here, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, let's get into that content. You know what I'm talking about? Like, subscribe, comment, Barbados. You hear me?
Testing. Oh, yeah. This is good. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you keep listening to it to let me know? But, guys, just let me know if everything.
Bucci be looking like a damn Neanderthal. Testing. You got the elephants in the back, all the African statues. Shout out to that. Africa.
Sounds clear because yesterday I watched the show back and it was like choppy. So I don't want to be doing that again. I want it to be clear for you guys. I want to give you guys the best audio possible. I don't know what is going on. We are in the building. Okay. So I hope I actually sent this to like the right places. It's good. Okay. So we should be good. You got to listen a little bit more. Can you listen? All right, cool. So, guys, listen, we're going to do a special show because last night I talked about Adam22 and how he, in my opinion, exposed his true colors.
Look, hey, look. You know you can't do this kind of stuff online, Bucci, because niggas gonna take it and do whatever, right? You know that, bro. You should have put yourself off the screen or whatever. I don't know, right? But y'all pay attention. Bucci muted up and is saying something to saying something to his wife, bro. Pay attention to this. Shout out KP and homies chat. He said, "The Defiant Crip. What's up, bro?" Sheesh. But watch this. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bucci told her, "Stop fucking up my show." That's what he said. Bucci, man, you gotta be nicer, Bucci. Even in silence, muted up, you looked like you were kind of aggressive there. Look a little bit aggressive there, Bucci. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just poking fun, man.
Sorry, but yeah. No, I'm not cussing around. I'm just telling her I need her to listen to the audio. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, but I got to pick up this random, like, envelope that is 100% meaningless. Like, just do that for 5 minutes so we can give you guys the experience you deserve to have." Like, women have no sense of priority. Like, for them, looking at a snail on the ground is just as important as, like, picking the kids up from school. That's just the way I think about a lot of females. But
that was crazy. That was crazy, Bucci. Golly, man. That was wild. I'm not even going to say too much on that because I don't want to make nothing into nothing, but I will say that was wild. Some females think that looking at a snail on the ground is just as important as picking up the kids from school. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. But we're going to continue. I don't want to be doing too much on folks' relationship and all that because that's not what I'm here for, even though Bucci did that live. Let's continue.
It is what it is. They're still a blessing, and we love them, and we couldn't live without them and all that, but that is the reality. Just shut up, KP. KP, like, don't trip on my sis. I ain't even tripping. I'm not even Listen. The background, forget the background. These people love any background. They love any background. They love any background, bro. I could be in a crack house and they will watch it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. See, y'all done started an argument. This is all y'all.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, just for any YouTubers out there who's, you know what I'm saying, trying to get their YouTube career started and whatnot, right? I do think that your background makes a difference. Bucci, I don't think he cares about that or whatever. I don't really think that there's anything wrong with Bucci's background, to be honest with you. He got the Lion King up there. I'm not mad at any of that. You know what I'm saying? But your background is important on YouTube. When I first started, my background was always pretty solid, whether I had posters up of things that I care about or have interest in. You know what I'm saying? Your background is super important. That's just for all the folks out there who's trying to do YouTube and you want to do it, you know, on a high level and you want quality. That definitely makes a difference. So I just wanted to say that. They don't care if I'm in a crack house. They would care if you were in a crack house. You might do some more numbers just because, hey, that's realism. Like, damn, Bucci's in a crack house? But nah, all jokes aside, pay attention to your background, man. It's important.
Oh, dysfunction in the Tucker house. No, but anyway, so look, we got to talk about Adam22. We got to talk about how Adam22 is literally exposing his true colors as a selective politicker when it comes to the real world politics of America, and I would even say the politics of no jumper. And we have to call it out. We have to call it out. Holy Drug is already here talking about I quit no jumper, so they're forcing Dotson on them. No, you guys wanted Dotson. You guys were like your master Adam, yelling and criticizing everybody, tearing down the host, and this is what you wanted. That's okay. You want Tam Berlin. You want Almighty Trafficker. You want these horrible hosts, because I think Adam has started a humiliation ritual cult. You guys like
That's kind of crazy. Humiliation ritual cult. Yet that's what he was doing to you every time you was up there, Bucci. He was always sending shots your way. He was having other people send shots your way. And I had said the same thing about you, Bucci. I'm like, damn, does he like being treated this way? I literally said the same thing about Bucci. Now Bucci's on here talking about, oh yeah, it's a humiliation ritual. I think all of you guys like it. Straight up. I think all you guys like it, bro. How could you not? You continue to go back up there and be treated the same way. You actually begging for more money in more days. But they enjoy the humiliation ritual. You all do. Just throwing it out there.
Getting what you want or what you deserve. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But we're going to talk first about Adam's selective politicking in the debate that I had with Destiny. And I'm learning a lot about Destiny in Adam's history. Destiny used to be a regular at no jumper, and regularly got cooked by people like Flacco and others who could never stand up against me in a debate. So yesterday, Adam, he was on the Tuesday show, and he was talking about my debate with Destiny. And he starts going in on this like, oh, Brandon the other day, he debated with Destiny and it didn't look good. Brandon thought he did well, but me, I don't know. It doesn't seem like Destiny's audience liked Brandon as much, or some just real gobbledygook type explanation. Long story short, bro was trying to give a objective take, but he was totally sold out on bias. Right? I mean, he was totally sold out and totally biased, right? And this is what I noticed that Adam does a lot. He does this like thing that doesn't.
Real quick, I think it's wild that Bucci was all smiling and dimples and smiles and dimples when they was doing the behind the scenes, and Kiwi Head was saying, hey, I think that went better than I thought it was gonna go. So the selective politicking, like, I don't really understand the purpose of this, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, bro, you know how Kiwi Head is. We all know how Kiwi Head is. But for you to be up there, you was Jolly Green Giant, skipping and smiling and shit. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was awesome. Thanks. And then literally the next day you go to the internet, you like, oh, he's a selective politician. Like, we all know that, man. We all know that. Like, what do you mean? And you didn't know that Destiny was like his like partner? Like, what kind of research do you do about like this place where you work at, man? You didn't know any of this stuff? It's kind of crazy to me, but let's continue.
Makes sense, where he tears down his own host and then expects for those people to generate views. And in my mind, as someone who's worked in management, and I was a manager for many years, I'm like, Adam, it's like, say you got a basketball player. How do you expect bro to go out and score 50 when every time you see him, you constantly kicking a motherfucker in his ankle? I used this analogy last night. There's no way LeBron was going to be considered one of the greatest of all time if the NBA continuously trashed him and tried to discredit him. If LeBron went out and scored 50,
there's no way to trash or discredit the greatest player of all time, one of the greatest players of all time, though. When you just are what you are, it doesn't matter. This is what I would tell y'all, right? To that point there. Let's go Mayweather. Ain't nobody like Mayweather, but he's the greatest. All boxing did was trash Mayweather, gang. Straight up. It was a few commentators who they like Money Mayweather, but for the most part, Money Mayweather rubbed everyone wrong, and he's still the greatest. He still came out and performed every single fight. So I don't really understand that. I just want to throw that out there. I don't really understand that. No, you still going to be who you are regardless of how people talking about you. Straight up, bro. And that's the difference between being great. You know what I mean? And if you can't be great at it. You know what I'm talking about?
50. As soon as he scores 50, the NBA comes out like, nah, man, Kobe scored 50 in 6 games in a row. LeBron would never have been considered one of the greatest of all time.
They literally do that.
The NBA, they basically created an environment that was conducive to LeBron being accepted by the fans as someone who can be in the conversation as one of the greatest of all time.
This sounds like a lot of belly aching, bro. I'm going to just say, the cream always rise to the top. I want y'all to know that, bro. The cream always rise to the top. Now, don't think, oh, I'm just good, I could do whatever, and I'm going to get seen. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to work at it, but the cream always rise to the top, gang. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? This sounds like a loser's mentality to me. That's what I'll say. This sounds like a whole-ass loser's mentality. I don't agree with any of this. Regardless of your environment or anything, you pose to weather the storm, gang. Especially if you really feel like you're that. If you really know that you're that. So I don't know any of this loser mentality right here, dog. Shout out Bucci, but I'm not jacking none of this.
So it's like, bro, trying to build his channel, but he's tearing down the people that he needs to help him build his channel. And this is a totally objective take, because for all intents and purposes, he could say, I'm never going to rehire this guy. I'm never going to pay this guy because this guy's talking trash on the channel. This is not bashing. This is an intervention. Adam is surrounded by yes men who are survivalists, who don't want to lose their position. So no one gives Adam objectivity. They just say what they know he wants to hear. And a lot of times that can be detrimental to your goal. It can kill your ability to reach your goal. And you're standing around like, well, I'm doing everything right according to what people are saying to me, but I'm not getting the results that I expect. That's what's going on with No Jumper.
Who's to say Kiwi Head isn't getting the results that he wants? When something's going on with the platform and it's not going his way, Kiwi Head makes changes. So who's to say that this isn't what he wants? This is how he's been running the program since the mass exodus of Figmunity World and House Phone and all those people. So what do you mean? I think that he's running this exactly how he wants to run it. I continue to get on here day in, day out, week after week, and telling y'all how he used y'all for content. Well, I don't really be saying that no more because it just is what it is. And everybody up there is aware of that and they're okay with it. That's what they signed up for. So who's to say that he's not running things the way that he wants to run them? Like, it's crazy for an employee to be trying to tell the boss how to run, you know what I'm saying, his business. You're not even a partner or anything. You obviously don't have a contract. You know what I'm saying? You probably send him an invoice like King Pill for $200 or whatever after the episode. You know what I mean? Niggas, he didn't even think enough of you to put you on contract. So how are you gonna sit and speak to like his business motto? I don't know. I just think that's quite audacious, if you ask me. And I think that's the issue that Kiwi Head do have with Bucci. That's the issue right here. This is what Kiwi Head was worried about, what he's doing right here. Now, I don't know if this is a content play or what, because I think it's crazy that right after they do the debate together and all that, and niggas are skipping up the street and all that, he does this. So this could be a play. You know what I mean? But again, this is what Kiwi Head was talking about. This is why I could be possibly fostering an op. That's why he said that. Or harboring an op. That's why he said that, bro. Just throwing it out there.
You think Josh is going to give Adam objectivity? Josh wants to go in whatever he puts on his Instagram story. He wants to go do that shit. He doesn't want to stay up late and burn the midnight oil and figure out where No Jumper is disconnecting with the viewers to make them not watch.
Burn the
He
midnight
doesn't want
oil.
to do that. He doesn't want to sit down and really coach up the team, because these are really teams, right? I'm in school right now for Scrum Master, Project Management. These are really teams, guys. And you have to coach teams so that they are more efficient. And let me tell you, you can ask Adam22. I used to hit Adam up and say, Adam, I want you to give me feedback. I want you to let me know if what I'm doing is in line with what you want to see on the Thursday show or whatever show I'm on.
You sound like a good old yes boy, man. What do you mean? I hit him after for feedback. Dude, it's not really a big thing, right? Some of us have the gift of gab, right? No matter about your intelligence, this, that, and the other. Some of us have the gift of gab. Some of us are personable people. People gravitate toward us. I would venture to say that Bucci is that as well. Doesn't matter what anybody feels or anything. He wouldn't be in the position that he is on the internet if he wasn't some kind of like polarizing person in some way or not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Just like, I feel like Bucci just do a whole lot of complaining and bootlicking. It's not that serious to me. You get up there and do what you're supposed to do. Talk. But you're hitting the man, hey, is this okay? Is that okay? Like, yo, feedback, yo, how I'm on the podcast. Like, yo, am I interrupting? Which you do. Am I long-winded? Which you are. Things like that is whatever, but just like, yo, you just trying to be on his hip like, hey, what can I do? What can I do? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because I need to learn how to connect with this audience. This is not my audience. So I need to learn how to connect with them. And I am learning. I'm always learning. I'm learning right now how to try to mix the thing I love, talking about politics, with a little bit of the celebrity gossip and whatever. But more, the coach really should have been Flacco, because that's who I really talked to kind of learn how to intertwine the two genres and get.
Kiwi Head ain't no damn coach though, and that's for sure. Just throwing that out there. Kiwi Head ain't no coach. We seen that because every time his team breaks down. His team break down every time. So again, this is like Bucci Bear trying to come into something, right, and switch it around. The norm. This is what goes on up there, been going on up there, and you think that you can go up there and change the environment, change the fabric of No Jumper. And that's just like, you know what I mean? That's a tall task. That's what I'm going to say, bro. And like, who's up for that? Just come in and do your part, bro. Like,
get, a consistent result that is conducive to growing the channel, right? I asked Adam. Adam's like, no, you're good. Whatever, it's cool. And I realized, bro doesn't come from a background where a lot of meticulous thought and preparation is put into the production. He was like a BMX rider. So when you're a BMX rider or anyone who gets paid to do what they love, you don't put a lot of thought into preparation because the whole process is what you love doing. So it's not work to you. You don't really pick up on the science of the whole thing. You're just like, I love to ride bikes. I love to do tricks on bikes. I go out every day and do tricks on bikes. I love to do that. And then I get to go to a competition and get paid to do tricks on bikes.
What's wrong with that?
You're not worried about the nuance of the situation. You're doing what you love. And when he started doing potting, I'm sure Adam was like, bro, I'm just sitting around with like House Phone, AD, and these dudes. We're just having a regular conversation. These are my friends. So people like to pay, I get ad dollars because people like to watch me have conversations with my friends.
Right.
But now that those people have been totally alienated, which is also something Adam does really well, once he alienated all those friends, now he has to learn how to have conversations with people he may not necessarily be friends with, but he has to still produce entertaining conversations with those people. the first thing you do, that's not gonna work. Is
Yo, for the record, too, I want to say what Bucci is saying is absolutely correct, right? So please don't get anything I'm saying twisted. I just don't know why he's sitting here complaining about it. So everything he's saying is true. It was true before he got on the platform. It was true before he knew what the platform was. This has been Kiwi Head, bro. All of us know that. And that's why I'm just confused on how it's like, oh, I'm going to expose him being... You can't expose him for anything that I haven't exposed him for already, Bucci. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? This has been par for the course since he's been doing this. That's what again, Brandon is right about everything that he's saying, but this has also... Yo, No Jumper's not going nowhere, and they ain't tanked or anything. So obviously something's working in his favor. That's what I'll say. You know what I mean? The notion that you could come up here and change this man's whole program is just audacious. I had to say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But again, that's Bucci, man. Bucci think he the greatest and he know everything. So shout out to that.
tearing those people down. Bring me in as the antagonist. Let me tear these motherfuckers down, right? And then you can just try to build everyone up. Like, I'm the boss. Your boss should always come with nothing but praise and compliments, even up until the day they fire you, because his or her opinion matters. The rest of the people, your cohort, you couldn't give a damn what they talking about. But we see a situation where, like,
So Bucci wants to be praised. He wants to be praised. Like, come on, Bucci. Come on, Bucci. What, man? Your boss is supposed to praise you every day up until the point that he fires you. I don't know how true that is, man. Your boss is supposed to lead. That's what he's supposed to do. And whatever he has to do to lead, he got to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about praising fools all the time. Hey, you do something dope? Absolutely. You should be praised for that because, hey, you did something good. You know what I mean? But just like, I don't know what Bucci expects, man. I don't know. I'm just a bit confused. We're going to watch this for a little more, and then we're going to get out of here because I'm going to do this on live. Shout out to all my good people. Shout out to the good subs. Appreciate y'all. But, yeah, we're gonna bust this down on live. I think y'all enjoy this.
get into the Ricky thing, but it's just like, bro, tearing down, bro, and it's like, you picked this dude. You picked the rookie. And instead of cultivating him, you did a Thibodeau type coaching where you just gonna beat up on the dude till he quits. You coach this dude like what's his name? Mike Shanahan. You just abused him. You're like abusing him after you selected him. It makes no sense, guys. But I want to get into this video that they did on the Tuesday show, and I gotta show you how this whole situation is absolutely ridiculous, because it's like why do we have to lie? Why do we have to lie to try to get like favor, right? Why do we have to do that? Why can't we just like be honest about situations so that we can grow, right?
Good point, Bucci. Good point, Bucci. We're going to double back with this on live, though. Don't even worry about it. And I would say this, too, for the record, right? Why do we have to lie? Why do we have to lie? Man, you're friends with one of the biggest liars on the internet. And that's, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect or anything. Again, I'm off buddy and all that. But you're friends with one of the biggest liars on the internet. And I've yet to see you call him out about anything. You know, everything that's going on and all that. And, you don't say anything that we can see. You get on here and make a whole live about Kiwi Head and his business that you want to be a part of. But you friends with somebody who constantly lies online, bro. Constantly. You know what I mean? And nobody has anything to say about that. Now, I'd call that selective politicking. That's none of my business. Yeah, man. We're going to bust this down on a live, though. This is going to be clean for the live. Don't even trip. Shout out all my good subs out there. I greatly appreciate y'all again. Think Bucci's tripping trying to change the fabric of No Jumper. You're not going to do that, doggy. You're just not. You got to get down with the grave diggers or go to the other side. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Again, I like Bucci. I like Bucci's platform too. I be in there even when I'm not in the chat trolling. I just be liking to hear what he got to say about things, because, you know, I just be like that. I support folks and all that. And I think that he could do a lot more on his own channel too. You feel me? Start mixing in some of the pop culture stuff with the politics and the rhetoric and stuff. I think you can make a dope show. You know, stop whining about what Kiwi Head ain't doing for you and respecting you and this, that, and the other, and just go for it, bro. Go for it. Nobody's stopping you but yourself. You know what I mean? Stop trying to look to No Jumper for kudos and attaboy cookies and raises and more time. Get in your own bag, my boy. You know, that's my advice. But again, we're going to bust the rest of this down on live. Now, for anybody looking for any kind of marketing or promotion when it comes to this YouTube content creation, make sure y'all tap in with @DreaTheVirgo on Instagram. Again, that's @DreaTheVirgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. She working with a bunch of different content creators throughout all the sectors. She can help you with anything from views to viewer retention, thumbnails, monetization, copyright strikes, whatever it is. Get at Dre. Again, that's @DreaTheVirgo on Instagram. Serious inquiries only. But what I want y'all to do is get in them comments, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about Bucci. Coming for Adam22 and No Jumper. He owned it. He called my boy a trafficker. And like, golly, my boy. Sheesh. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy Gangland Neem. Peace.